Ni hao, everybody! I told you I could do something different. I am Brian, call sign mid-condition, and this is the Continuum podcast, episode number 20... What did we say it was? 22. 22! Don't be that way. I am joined by Nick, call sign Creamy Grandpa. Hey, Creamy, what's up, man?
Konnichiwa. How do you know?
Because I know you're a bunch of white dudes.
You know? Well, how can you tell?
Well, actually, TJ's not.
TJ's not.
Yeah.
TJ's a New Jersey Italian fist bumper.
Yeah, he's Italian.
Italian.
Italia.
I am.
Silly. Going to Sicily this summer. I heard they have good parties out.
Okay. No, you're not hearing things. just in case.
Do not adjust reality.
Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Do
Do not collect 200 yuan.
It's either having a calm conversation with or they're arguing. I can't tell which.
It's really hard. This is an angry language.
It's kind of an angry language. Have you ever? Yeah.
It's
So,
kind of German.
Nick, why don't you introduce our special guest who is...
I would if I could get a word in edgewise.
See, men think they want to date Asian women.
Yes, this is what happens.
This is why you might want to reconsider that plan.
Correct.
What's that supposed to mean, dude?
Well, we didn't know if you were listening. We were
Okay,
just
well,
trying.
This is
course I'm
Jennifer
listening.
Ruler Sakura.
Hi there.
One of the only real life girls on the internet.
She's like the other...
Yeah, I'm like awesome, right?
She's using an origami computer to call us right now.
origami computer. What is that?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
shoot.
stuck wires on it and made it into a computer because I'm
That's
pro
pretty cool.
status.
So yeah, when you look for girls who play games, you either get her or Melon. So take your pick.
What the hell? I still know who Melon is.
She clearly listens to the show, so, you know.
Yes.
She's experienced with
Yes.
our plays.
She's experienced. You know, some
Sounds
people wouldn't
wrong.
find that as any sort of a...
I was
Ben.
gonna make a really bad joke there.
I think
I think you
Not
just
as bad
did.
as Creamy Grandpa.
And now I think she's hating on your name there, Nick.
Moniker.
It's creamy. Come on. It's a creamy old guy. Sounds
Oh, I
good.
think Chubby Panda wins out.
No, Creamy Grandpa makes me think of Lemon Party.
Oh.
Okay, do not go to that. Just so you know,
Do not
don't...
must go at
No.
all.
Speaking of, I finally got Scott to go to Blue Waffle.
Oh.
And he's looking at it and he goes, "Oh."
No, what else would I do?
I'll be right back.
My,
she'll be right back.
so, this one friend I have, he's going to film school right now, and I don't know, he's kind of but
DJ
He-
only has one friend.
yep, just one. Go check Facebook. So he posts on Facebook this video. And it says reaction to 2 Girls 1 Cup, and so he watches. He's like, oh, and then he takes a chocolate ice cream cone out of his backpack and starts eating it slowly. And I'm not sure if I was dying or crying because at that point I was nearly unconscious.
You're nearly unconscious?
Yes.
Nice.
Freaking-
It might have been all the alcohol or the drugs, or it might have been the
all of 'em.
recording, one or the other.
Or the fist
I was
bump.
really sleepy, so I
Fist
took
bumps.
cocaine.
Worst episode ever.
I ate all the cocaine.
This
Oh.
is, or that was?
I'm confused now.
Do all the cocaines.
I accidentally all the cocaine.
Is this
that
bad?
bad?
But that's alright though, because he ate some foods. Now he's
You did. He ate some foods.
Only one. I don't know how to eat foods. 1 second.
She had like 3 foods, so it's okay.
So yeah, also, it's TJ sharing my
Oh yes. Hello.
Yeah, and Scott.
Scott as usual.
Igo ga karimasu ka?
What's up, Scott, as usual?
Sorbato.
Domo arigato.
Domo. Domo.
Domo.
Domo.
Domo.
Domo.
This is a lot more interesting a few seconds ago, that's for sure. Oh, I'm being
saying
attacked.
my
I'm being attacked.
I
bunker
know.
out in the middle of nowhere.
I'm still a little shell shocked from all that. Yeah,
Okay.
we've been off for a couple weeks because of
At
my
least 2, right?
my shift change. Kind of screwed everyone up because we can't record on Sunday nights. So now this is a special day. We're normally, what did we agree on?
I think we said we're gonna do Monday nights, so we're gonna try to do Monday nights.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'm fine for Monday nights.
Monday nights. So we're gonna start doing them. This is just one to get one out there because everyone's been clamoring for it.
Monday,
Yes.
Monday.
Monday.
Tractor pull.
Football. Oh.
At the Speedway. Be there.
It's a gun show.
Tractor pull football at the Speedway.
Is that
Tractor-
one thing? Just tractor pull football?
Yep.
It's-
I think I would actually pay to see.
I might actually pay for that one. Yeah, I'm thinking.
Wait, are they pulling the tractors while playing football? Because that seems like it would be a slow game.
I think no. I think it would. They're
Tackling would be a
they're
lot
all
more
chained
funny.
to like a giant iron football. And they're all trying to pull it one way to the other to the goal.
So it's like tug of war. Does that have to be in the
Yes.
title too? So tractor pull football, tug of war at the raceway.
I think now you're just being silly.
Yes.
Oh,
What- you've gone too far.
So, what's that game we play?
I think it's TF2.
Wow. World of Warcraft.
Fortress Craft.
Oh, dude, I got I got the whole Demo Man 1001 Demo Nights set.
Which one's
Wow.
that?
Welcome to like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
I know, but I wasn't playing 6 months ago, so I've been
So,
doing
man, Is there any way you want to buy the fancy dress uniform for 5 refined metal?
I don't even know
It's
if I
for the
have.
soldier.
I don't think I have that. So I don't think I have enough refined metal.
I know. I just decided to take all the old weapons I wasn't using and smelt them down.
Smelt all your things.
You know what I do
Well,
want?
look
I do need a detonator. I don't have one.
There's.
Oh, I think I could probably give you one.
I could probably give you one too, but they're not good.
Yeah.
I know
Much
they're
better
not.
with
That's why I'm
3
not really
shotgun.
like going out of my way to try and make it. But
Oh yeah, and here's a little hint I found that it's kind of a secret. I play sometimes with my Xbox controller, and you know when you're demo nighting, you know how you can't turn very sharp unless you have the Alibaba.
Alibaba's.
Yeah, if you have the controller, it doesn't nerf your turning, so you don't need the boots. You can turn as sharp
I'm
as you.
pretty sure they in the newest update at least they made it so you could be in the air and activate the charge thing. And so I saw this one video where these guys were doing all these cool jumps and tricks and stuff, spinning around pillars to kill people. It was pretty cool. I'm gonna have to try and find it. Wait, are we seriously doing a podcast about TF2 right now?
No,
Sure, why not?
well this. Wow, thanks.
it's like
So-
it's like Friendly Fire Part 2.
But dude,
Well, it's all going to be explained here at the
man, are you recording?
during the Are you recording, Mint?
Yes.
Thank
Okay.
God. During this state of the server, for lack of a better term, what we're going to be doing, which we could probably get into that right now.
Sure. Let's go for it. Did we lose our
Yes.
laundry?
Yes.
We lost our the laundry.
Um,
Don't worry, I know a little Japanese. I'll just randomly yell it at my girlfriend.
No one will know the difference.
Zari dayo, Todana.
Wonton!
Domain.
Igo ga kuremasu ka?
General Tso's chicken!
Domo.
Tamimasen.
Just yell Domo at
Okay,
so
before
loud
we
it
get angry letters, it's all in fun.
reviews we have in Asia.
If we haven't gotten angry letters for my whole dothead not cry on the side of the road Indian, I don't. I think we're safe.
Wow, that was pretty bad. When did you say that?
Like the
When you
last
were listening to
podcast.
them,
Oh my
Learning-
gosh, I can't believe you said that.
Said what?
I'm not repeating it.
I'm not repeating it.
I insulted.
I was fighting
Sorry,
spiders,
it's
so
not
I
Vinny.
wasn't listening.
Anyways, yeah. What?
Oh, the other thing that I've been doing is going through and watching the entire series of Big Bang Theory.
Is it on Netflix or did you just get it?
I have a copy of it.
Okay.
I borrowed DVDs and I have
Torrented it.
no. No.
Who would do such
All
an
right.
evil thing?
Maybe a little bit.
So,
But still.
Pirate Bay, Demonoid.
What are those?
Yeah, what
I
are
don't know. I'm
those?
only 16.
No, I like
those
Demonoid,
torrents,
but lately I've been using xspeed.net. A friend of mine turned me on, but only for legal torrents, of course,
Only
because
for
that would
backup.
be bad if you were like, bad.
See, I actually got into this argument where I have Showtime on my TV or my cable, and I downloaded the new episode of Dexter, but I torrented it. But I do also be able to get it legally, so
Yeah, but that doesn't matter.
it wouldn't matter. Why?
It wouldn't matter, not legally anyway.
Even though I have it saved on my DVR.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter. Partially because you're distributing.
No, I'm not.
Well, if you as part of a torrent, you can't help it. If you're part of a torrent swarm, you have to be distributing.
You want to bet?
You can probably turn off seeding.
You can work it around where it won't seed anything because it ends up thinking it's corrupted and won't seed it.
Well, but while it's downloading, it's sending back.
No, it's not.
Well, then you're a really bad torrenter.
Yes, I am. Or I'm a really safe legal torrenter.
Well, it's still not legal.
The law's not going to justify it that way.
It's also still not legal. Because the idea is...
This is all theoretical, by the way. I'm not actually...
Yeah, of course. Theoretically, if you were to do that, it still wouldn't be legal because the content owner doesn't permit it. And since they own the content, they decide how it gets distributed. And if you're using a mechanism that they don't approve of, then you're infringing copyright.
All right, what if I have a serial key, like for, say, Diablo 2, and then I torrent Diablo 2?
Unless you're doing it in a way that they have approved.
You can probably just download a not TF2, Diablo 2 from the Blizzard website.
From Blizzard, I know you can. I'm just saying theoretically.
Yeah, they own the rights to distribute it or not distribute it however they want.
But I have a CD key.
But
so
Blizzard torrents it through their own private torrenting program.
They do.
It's their own private torrenting network. Now, Mint
I'm not.
still
I didn't
right.
say it made sense. I said it just said that's the way it is.
No.
Oh.
It's distribution, and they didn't approve it, and so they can do bad things to you.
I just found a really cool cave system.
They could do bad things to me? That's kinky.
Ooh, yeah. Smooth jazz.
Wait, what?
I don't know.
Smooth jazz nine.
I'm really tired.
So, Searing, since you're really tired, do you want to read the state of the server address?
Do we get to say the...
That sounds silly.
Do we get to do the song?
What's the state of the server? And I can't go any farther because we'll get like...
Yeah, it's a copyright violation.
There's a copyright violation.
With Johnny, Searing Might.
With Johnny Searing Might.
Johnny Searing
Might. Okay, so the state of the server, lol, is basically gonna be describing what the podcast is gonna be like and Let's Plays and how they're gonna differ, and about the maps also. So, first off, the podcast will react to like a weekly schedule. We're probably gonna be recording on Mondays live, so come check us out.
Most of the time.
Most of the time, because we actually have stuff to do sometimes. It'll be mostly like news and stuff or whatever we're doing now, if you can consider that news. But
I don't.
TF2 to talk about. We'll talk about TF2.
Yeah.
Or the fact that
if
I've been playing.
Creamy finally reaches 85, we'll totally ignore that.
It's gonna be a podcast about us and playing Minecraft.
Reaching 85. Happy birthday, man.
Bite me. Wonton!
Ni hao!
Ni hao!
And we're gonna do Let's Plays. We release them on our YouTube channel. We actually have a few up there if you want to go check them out. Because YouTube lets us post videos longer than 15 minutes.
Woohoo!
Yay! So
just randomly, and it had to be me to figure it out.
Yeah.
It's just all of a sudden is like, oh, there you go. Okay.
And so we're just gonna record those whenever we have extra free time, and we'll release them there. There's no set schedule or anything.
Well, not when we have free time, but when we have a free female that we can make fun of sitting around on the server.
Whether or not she speaks English.
Or a soap opera going on, because those are fun.
Those are always fun.
That's just weird.
We need to talk about that. Oh, well.
Role playing on our server is permitted as long as it's not vulgar.
Oh, or I don't know. Do we need to make that rule?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
There was a little bit of incest action going with the last one.
I saw that. What was up with that?
I don't know.
I was like, creepy.
And they're 10 and 11.
Oh my
was
gosh, that's enough of that. No, they're not even allowed on the server. No more. Get out. Get
Oh
out.
yeah, they're not.
Not
And
without parents' permission.
That's the rules.
Dems de berries.
It's well, as soon as we go back to our whitelist, they will no longer be able to do it.
Yes.
Well, they'll still be able to get on the server. They just won't be able to do anything on the server.
Except
party hard.
yes.
Except use chat and roleplay. And click on other users.
What's going on? Don't go through the door, Chubby. Don't go. No. My eyes.
I just remember it's like my turn. Like, oh my god.
All right,
Um,
so
The map. You can't type for poop.
I can't.
We're gonna be using the Continuum map as our main map. Hopefully we can get multiverse running correctly, and if we do, we're gonna have a downtime map, which will consist of the original downtime map and 1.8 downtime map. Am I right? Is that what I'm getting?
All right,
at?
what we're gonna do is take the best of the original downtime map, merge it with the 1.8 map. So like some of the interesting things that we had from our original downtime.
So basically all of our stuff.
Yeah, put it with some of the stuff we have now, and then we're gonna try to trim it so the 1.9 chunks can load.
he
on
said
it.
trim.
Well, I can trim the map file, and then I found a script yesterday that will generate or render the map file out. But it's a very convoluted way of doing it. It launches the server, then shuts it down, moves spawns, and launches the server and shuts it down. So every time it launches the server in a new spawn position, it has to generate the chunks for spawn.
What is this now?
It's
It
a
makes
script.
it so it renders the whole map, right? So that it doesn't tax on
Yeah,
the server
it's-
when it's doing it manually.
If you render the map right now while people are on the server, the whole server kind of craps out on you and demands that you stop moving. And then a lot of the 10-year-olds come up and go, "Can you reboot the server? It's lagging." It's like, no, it's not lagging.
No, you're like in a completely different continent.
Dun, 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 dun.
Like people from Europe are like, it's lagging. Like, well, I wonder why.
And are we gonna be? I really can't understand this all frame. Are we gonna be condensing the Continuum map?
No, we're the Continuum map staying as it is, but we may be adding some of the stuff from the original map file into the Continuum map at some point in time.
Yeah, so earlier this week, I found another map renderer and rendered out the original Flonk Shaftlands Continuum map before it got cropped. And after 8 hours and it crashing out and failing, there's a beautiful 500 megabyte file with the daytime render of the entire original Continuum Shaftlands Flonk map.
And it's huge.
Can you see Pirate Cove?
Yes.
Yes, you can. Plus the Mushroom Cloud, plus some crazy castle that doesn't exist on the Continuum map, but it existed on the...
Yeah, right next to Mint's house, or Mint's...
Which I want to know what that is.
Wait, is the butte there?
What is it?
That plateau thingy?
It looks like a...
Oh, plateau that's flat.
No, not the butte. You
Yes.
said there's another castle?
Butte's there, yes.
Oh, the
I linked it
Flonk's
to you,
Castle.
man.
Oh, is that what it is? Because
Yes.
it looks kind of like a, what do you call it? A nuclear power plant.
Yes, it's Flonk's Castle. And it was when we brought the map up, it was one of the first things that we sort of took care of because it was kind of ugly. And it was it was just north of the
St. Lawrence.
it was just north of the cathedral in St. Lawrence, actually.
I remember that. It had lava spewing out.
Yeah, that was it. Is he had lava everywhere, and it was kind of
It's all water now.
Well, no. It's
kind of
it was Jeez. It's exactly where the okay, so it's up where the road is north of the cathedral. You know how there's the road that goes from Egypt to Tortuga, and then on the other side of the road is the giant pyramid and the temple and everything?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, okay. Anyway, it's it was there, and I used World Edit and tore it all down, and then re-leveled it and did a whole bunch of other stuff to it, so yeah. So
And that's, kids, why we'll never ever see Flonk on the server.
Because as soon as we got to the new map, we just cut down his whole building.
No, I asked him about it because
Okay.
I was like, dude,
Isn't
can
he
I?
technically
Do you
still an admin?
mind?
Or does he?
He was like, dude, and they were like, dude.
I was like,
dude.
dude.
Yeah, they're from the 50s. That's what they do, right?
Dude. But dude takes on a whole new meaning in his generation.
Dude, where's my car?
That was a good movie.
No, it wasn't.
I think it was just funny.
It was a bad movie.
Harold and Kumar go to White Castle?
That's terrible as well. Hey, Enderman.
I love
Hate
how Enderman
Enderman.
get hurt by rain. It's
Did
so
it-
awesome.
Yeah, I know. Did anybody see the Enderman in real life that Notch posted?
Yeah, that was pretty funny. I saw it on Reddit.
It was awesome.
Aw.
Yeah, he's nerfed them in 1.9.
But he's
Oh yeah, which means
but
I
he's
had a
putting
whole
it back,
list
he
of stuff.
said.
He's doing what?
Well,
He said he was gonna change them because they're too easy right now.
yeah, now he just nerfed what they can and cannot pick up.
So they're not going to destroy trees anymore, hopefully.
Hopefully not.
I just think
just
putting
walls.
up fences is a brilliant idea.
What's that?
I think putting up fences is a brilliant idea.
They can't get inside. I guess that's cool.
Well, they can't pick up fences right now.
yet.
And if anybody cares,
But they do
or is
spawn
wondering-
inside people's houses for like some odd reason, even though there's plenty of light.
Fences connect the whole blocks now.
Yeah.
I just, the whole concept of,
As soon as that happens, I'm posting on Reddit. You bastards, what have you done? And complaining about them destroying my pagodas.
the whole concept of a mob whose entire point is to grief just bugs me.
Well, creepers, you didn't mind them?
Well, we nerfed out creepers, didn't we? No, but you could deal with, you dealt with creepers, but
After a while, they weren't even that much trouble because you barely left your house. But I don't
Well,
know.
That
These
plus
things
we nerfed
constantly
them.
destroying. So, I also have a list here of changes for when my Minecraft 1.9 gets released.
Suck it to me.
Okay, so Notch will limit the amount of experience orbs dropped by players on death. That sounds pretty interesting, so that we don't lag a server. But I'm pretty sure they already fixed that in 1.8, right?
I think so.
And the
I
ability.
had a hard time hearing you over Scott's deep breathing into the mic like he normally does.
Maybe I need to talk louder.
No, it's just I don't need to hear all the time. Really.
Endermen are gonna be nerfed a little bit. There's a new monster spawner texture. Cactus blocks are smaller when dropped. Ghasts shoot magma balls. Which are
oh
pretty
my
much just
gosh,
black
what is that
silver.
noise, Scott?
It's
What noise?
just breathing.
I'm not breathing.
I don't hear it that much.
Maybe you're hearing the rain in the background. I don't know.
It's possible. It's whatever it is, it's really loud.
It's like a generator running in the background.
It does kind of sound like that.
I kind of hear it, but it's not like it's active.
I have no idea. I am sitting here holding my breath. Thanks.
You keep doing that. We'll be back in 5.
So score, it will possibly be determined by experience orbs or levels, or however he ends up doing that when you die.
Or just how awesome you are.
Yes, it just rates you on your awesomeness between 1 and 5, 3 being the highest, 2 the lowest. And so, that's false. Don't think that's real, and
Wow,
send me messages.
that hurt my brain. Just it's a score between 1 and 5, 2 being the lowest and 3 being the highest.
Yeah,
This even
So
makes sense.
it's 2, 1, 4, 5, 3. 2, 1, 4, 5, 3. I don't see the problem.
I just- oh, this hurts my brain.
Wow.
And
We need
so
the Asian chick back.
Seriously, where'd she go? But did she actually go out to dinner? Because I think she might
Yes.
have.
She might have.
Yes. She actually went out to go have Chinese food.
Is she still on the call?
or just food.
Yeah, she's gone.
Maybe.
I took her off.
Oh, okay.
You could throw ender pearls, kind of like snowballs, and wherever they land, you teleport there, and you take 5 hearts of damage. Well, and that sounds pretty cool. That's gonna be useful for getting up ravines or something, you know. But it's wherever they land.
Speaking of snowballs, you know what's really cool? Snowmen who crap all over your lawn.
Yes, snow
So
golems.
explain the whole
That's what
snowman thing to me, because I wasn't around
Not-
for that part.
Okay. Well, what they're gonna be, or what actually happened on the server?
Well, both.
Well, what they are is they're just you know 2 snow blocks and a
pumpkin on
pumpkin head, which is dumb because I liked it how it originally was, with like it looked like a snowman instead of like a
top.
freaky
Jack-o'-lantern.
Well, there's a-
jack-o'-lantern.
Their texture's still underneath that snowman or the pumpkin block.
Well, they need to bring it back.
Yes, they do.
I don't like
But
it.
anyways, it basically just roams around, crapping snow cap where it goes. I
And
don't.
so if you spawn like 30 of them in someone's house,
Yes, they just wander around and completely cover everything in snow.
which is fantastic, as we all know.
But apparently Notch is going to fix that to where it, if it's not in a winter climate, it'll melt. Because if you've seen our map, there's snow everywhere right now because
Everywhere.
we ended up making like I think 1,000 snowmen and just let them roam.
He made like 30 in my house, and I had to
And they
cut
just
them all
leave
down.
snow wherever they are.
Yes, they just
Wherever they
Walk.
walk.
Just think of like a snail with slime, but snowmen with snow. Everywhere they go, they just leave a trail of crapped out
Of
snow.
death and destruction.
Oh, and they're really fun because they'll get a creeper to run up towards a building that you just built and then explode. And
I saw some cool things though. People were like making it so they can't move, and then put lava beneath them. So they would throw the snowballs at the creeper to attract it, and then the creeper would run straight into the lava.
yeah, that'd work.
That sounds pretty cool, in my opinion.
And apparently somebody made an infinite snow maker too out of it. Where they would just punch in the ground where the snow was and digging up snowballs, and it would just keep replacing them.
We actually have. That was not a word. We actually have the 1.9 pre-release. We're not running it right now, but there's some stuff in it. And what I really like is the Nether update part of it with all these new stuff and mobs.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty cool. They added Nether bricks, which look a lot like those new stone bricks, right?
Yeah, except they're like a dark red ish.
That's typical in the Nether.
Maybe it's a little pinkish kind of. Chartreuse.
New fence
Nah.
block.
Yes.
Yeah, new fence block, new stairs, and something called Nether Ruins, which is where the what do you call them? What's that? The Blaze something.
Johnny Blaze.
I can't remember what it's called now.
I don't know, dude with golden rods swinging around his head and he shoots out fire like King Koopa.
Yeah, that. And also, that is okay.
Netherwart.
Yeah, Nether Wart. I don't even know what they do. Are they? Can you eat them?
Right now, they do nothing.
And you can grow them? That's stupid.
When you grow them, they'll produce seeds the first 2 stages. The 3rd stage will give you seeds and another Netherwart to pick up.
Is it editable? Is that the plan?
I don't know. what the-
It's for the new alchemy system that Jeb is
Oh
working on.
yes.
If you
Yeah.
didn't
Along
see
with-
the the leaked screen that he did.
where you make yourself blind, apparently. I don't know. From too much masturbation.
Whoa! Hey now.
Hey,
Oh what?
you
No
know,
one knows that word.
you go blind from it.
Definitely.
Okay.
So,
What'd you
Preemie, how
guys
you playing Minecraft?
I don't know. I have a Braille keyboard.
Okay. Jesus.
That helps with seeing the screen and all, you know.
No,
Give up.
you've ever seen them. There's like a little touch thing at the bottom. You can read the text.
There's
Yes,
there's
but
a
you can't
touch thing.
Play Minecraft.
There is. It's a little Braille
Bow, wow.
printer dealy. Did
You
you
can't
say bound chicka wow wow?
He did.
It was
In
appropriate.
reference to my Braille keyboard?
No, in reference to Mint saying you could touch it. Or I don't even remember. I don't even remember what he said anymore.
TJ just heard the go ahead and he just went for it. Like, you can touch it. Okay.
Brown chicken, brown cow. I don't know.
Brown chicken, brown cow. Oh yeah, so the thing's called the Blaze. They also added magma cubes, which are basically just slimes in the Nether that are made out of lava.
They're so cute.
Yes, he added two whole new biomes. One of them is actually 1.8, but the swamp biome now has darker water and lily pads and darker ground.
So, I'm getting tired of all the people complaining about the. It looks like BP oil spill.
It
in the
does, though.
swamps.
It really does.
It's like, yeah. So, well, it's horrible.
What's realistic?
Also added were a whole new mushroom biome.
A whole new mushroom biome.
Oh,
Don't make me
yeah,
sing.
with the
I'm too tired.
mushrooms.
Mushrooms, which are cows with mushrooms on them.
Ni hao,
Their
Mushu Park.
The funny thing is with those cows is their eyes look like they're just tripped out on shrooms. They're like literally just giant beady eyes.
I think Notch knew what he was doing.
Yes.
What else was added? Let me scroll. Repairing, or as Notch likes to call it, reparing,
Yes.
is going to
He
be
invented a whole new thing called reparing.
which was created from a typo.
And
But-
he's rolling with it though. That's the best part.
And so repairing, you could combine two broken tools to make one that's less broken than the other two. And one of my favorite things is hardcore mode, where basically you create a world, you set the hardcore mode, and if you die,
It deletes the world.
can't respawn, it just gets deleted. You
Not like
lose.
ultra hardcore. You die and it deletes your premium membership.
Yeah.
I think I might play that like once, honestly, if that was real. I'd definitely play it at least once.
So yeah, the whole combining thing is a lot like what Bethesda used to do, which he's probably looking at another lawsuit now
Yep.
because of the whole adding two weapons to make one better weapon.
Yeah.
Sounds a lot like Fallout.
Yeah, I can't wait for
Speaking-
Bethesda's new game Scrolls. I heard it's gonna be a trading card game.
Bethesda,
Something so cool.
they're actually taking them now to court. They're actually going to court.
I like his response. Bethesda's taking us to court. Whee! It's like, oh, Notch, you're so funny.
It's
He
like-
also tweeted that he's gonna be getting Skyrim on release date. So
well, I said he's not blaming the programmers. He's blaming the
yeah,
Carl Manns of their
company.
own corporation.
Menez.
Whatever.
I don't even know how to pronounce it. I just want to patronize you.
That's it. You're
Uh-oh.
getting hung up on.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, we got a few new customer reviews because apparently somebody changed it to customer reviews.
We don't get paid that much.
That's
Read
interesting.
those two.
Hey, Tony's calling in. He's got voice now. You can let him. You can call him.
Okay, well, I shall add him. Why say all you guys are?
I think he hung up on us. He put everybody on hold. Good job. Way to go, Nick. So right now, we're having a little bit of a technical difficulty. So the only person you can hear right now is me. So you get to watch me and hear me. And I have nothing interesting to say. So y'all are screwed. Oh my gosh. Hang on. I'm supposed to do something here.
Call failed. So he.
There we go.
Is that better?
Yes, it
I don't know
is.
what happened. It just kind of pulled us all over here.
Okay. You there, Tony?
So this is.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we
We
got you.
are.
Hey, man. We don't have Jerry here, unfortunately. So
We've moved on. Now we have an Asian chick.
we did until she bailed on us too.
Sweet.
It was funny because she was like arguing with her mom,
in Asian.
In
I've
Asian, in Chinese.
That's how I refer to people of the Asian community. She was all talking in Asian.
Talking in Asian.
That's not gonna get you any hits on the.
Seriously.
But like she said, it's okay because she hates Asians too.
Sweet.
So Tony just liked the game so much that now he pulled up he actually went ahead and bought it based on our wonderful podcast and Miss Mellon's recommendations.
Those are terrible recommendations.
Melanator.
I'm sorry. We should give you your money back now.
That's all right. No, I actually like the game.
You should come on the come on the server right now actually.
Right now.
Right now. Right now.
Do it.
Sunday.
No,
Sunday.
Monday.
Monday.
Thursday.
What's really
Thursday.
funny is because I'm listening both in the and nobody but me can hear this, but because I'm listening in the way I've got the audio routed, I hear a slight delay, so everybody sounds like they've got too much reverb.
Reverb.
Yeah, I had both the screen up, so I can go on Minecraft and find you guys. Apparently.
Yeah, you just go on and look for the Continuum server. We'll walk you
Okay.
through it.
All right. Yeah, I broke down and got an Xbox controller because I'm lame. 'Cause I don't like playing the. I don't like.
You're running an Xbox controller on Minecraft?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it fun?
He's an
Even
Xbox player.
I already told you I'm like a convert, so I'm still catching up to.
but it
Like-
takes a while, trust me.
Yeah. Like I go to admit that it was a. I'm not
Should
gonna
not
lie.
be
I
sitting at
I
work.
started playing like Call of Duty and I did the N64 growing up. So
GoldenEye.
yeah, GoldenEye, Mario Kart,
Speaking of
Zelda.
Zelda, has anybody tried going back to GoldenEye since anything
Yes,
above
I
like
have.
5 frames per second?
Still
Oh
play
my
it.
God, it just chugs so bad.
I was playing it with my uncle, and we were actually having a pretty decent time. But that might have been because he was drunk. But
Had to be drunk just for you to win.
no, I didn't win.
I didn't win. So even if he is drunk,
really
it doesn't
good.
matter.
He got beat by his drunken uncle.
Yeah, there were a couple summers where I just absolutely lost, like an entire summer to, who was it? Zelda. I remember losing money.
You were playing
Betting on
competitive
GoldenEye?
Zelda? What were you doing?
Yeah, we bet money on Zelda or that
Who can get more
horrible-
rupees?
That horrible game called Blitz. I don't know if you remember that game or not, but it's pretty bad. It was some cheesy NFL game.
And then he spent a year on a mountainside in Afghanistan.
I did.
And all he wants is an effing beer.
I wasn't asking for a lot, man. I was just like, I don't know. I don't know. I'll tell you guys that full story later. That was just total BS.
I think we've already told that story a couple times.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, it was just
Now
But
he
I
tells
want to
us
hear it
it's
from the
not.
source.
Yeah.
no, but yeah, we were in Connecticut, and I was just like,
Which, okay, that's enough right there. I mean, honestly,
Connecticut changes everything. It's like Vegas, except less hookers.
I don't know
Yeah.
about that.
I was gonna say,
Connecticut's
you
pretty
been to
shady,
Connecticut?
actually.
a lot more like, a lot more like rugged fishermen for some reason. Never made a bar look like they fished lobster or something. They had like the giant gray beard and like the
Or the yellow raincoat.
yeah.
I've
the
actually-
weird-
It's like the Gorton's fisherman.
Yup.
All right, so
I
I,
actually fished lobsters for a while.
so I gotta add a server name.
Yeah, continuum.minecraftgsp.com.
All right, you're gonna see how bad I CONT. Thanks. You
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
see if he gets W's.
Two U's.
I did. I got that. I Continuum. That's it.
.minecraftgsp.
Dot Minecraft. GSP. All right.
.com.
.com.
All right. Is there an address or is that the same?
That is
Yeah.
the address.
Oh, okay. So I just all right.
The name you could have put the Continuum.
Or
It's
the
gonna put the best
crappy
server in the
server.
world.
Like the Ohio State University, I'll just be lame and be like, I hope nobody went to the Ohio State. Do you know what I'm talking about? They're like,
my favorite's always Indiana University of Pennsylvania. What the hell, guys? My sister-in-law actually went to the Indiana University of Pennsylvania, and I was like, because she was like, I'm going to Indiana University. I'm like, oh man, that's kind of far to go. It's like, oh, Pennsylvania. I'm like,
Yeah.
you cheater.
Huh.
There's right down the road. There's an Arizona University. I live in Wisconsin, by the way.
It's also like a Miami of
Arizona.
Ohio.
I don't know. I think in my next life, I want to like go to the be like an Akron Zips. The Continuum can't reach server.
No, not the Continuum, just Continuum.
No, I know that. I put that as the.
I think you might have switched them around.
Oh yeah, maybe I got them backwards.
Continuum.Minecraft GSP.
It's a server. It's rest. The name can be.
Well, it'll say it can't. It'll try to pull the server and says it can't sometimes, but it's there.
Okay.
But if you can't possibly access the server, then yeah, you need to push some buttons.
Okay. I need to push some buttons.
Just hit it with a hammer. It'll be fine.
It's a very technical term.
It's
So
like
you guys-
a fixing a century, you know. That'll get to level 2.
That was loud.
Okay.
It was supposed to be.
Edit. Server name.
So we've got some reviews here.
Yes, we do.
Some consumer reviews. We have one from the U.S. It's a really old one because it finally made it around the loop that I could pull it. You guys are really great at making fools of yourselves. Well, thank you. My dream has become a reality. You guys are pretty good at making a watch-worthy podcast.
Dude, you really need to like get some
his-
better dreams. I mean,
His
Yeah,
dream,
seriously,
his
if I'm in
dream
your
was
dreams,
just a
you have a
pretty
problem.
good podcast. Not even a great podcast.
his dream was a pretty good podcast.
What is this like the professional Minecraft like podcast watchers that guy like wakes
Association.
up and he breaks out his thesaurus and I don't know. Like, oh, it's a horrible podcast. I don't know.
That was either going someplace great or horrible, and I'm not sure how it's delivered.
There's also a little PS to this. Besides messing around with Southern/British chicks.
British Southern chicks.
Yeah.
Southern.
They're
South
from
Britain,
Southern.
no.
They're from Southern Britain.
Or from Britain, South. That's a place too.
And that was from Devoider, which I think
Devoider.
has actually left a review before. So thanks again, or thank you once.
And then we have one from the Canada.
The Canada.
No, he's from Canada. Apparently, his name is Liam Neeson.
I didn't know he was from Canada. Welcome, Liam.
He's now Neven Shepherd, and he or she, because I can't tell from that name. I really, really like your guys' podcast. It's fun to watch.
And it's probably a guy because there's no such thing as real girls on the internet.
Yeah, we had to make a fake Asian one.
Fake Asian one.
That's not hard to do.
I saw that movie,
Or
that
copy.
Weird Science or whatever it was, where Kelly LeBrock is like
A fake Asian?
something like that.
Okay.
Who's that?
And
Tony, you're buzzing.
I'm buzzing. I'm sorry. What does that
Yeah.
mean?
put that away until after the show. And we have one more. It's love the podcast. That's it.
Love the podcast. Hate Creamy.
By the Ghost Chief.
Oh, hey, there is. It's just way down here. By the Ghost Chief.
That's apparently who wrote Love the Podcast.
Apparently, and they wrote
another-
that in. Hey guys, love the podcast. Also loving Let's Plays. You guys are funny. Keep up the great work.
You guys
Abominable. That's from Abominable.
Abominable.
But it's also by
Abom-
the Ghost Chief. So apparently it was ghost ridden by Ghost Chief, but it was actually from Abominable.
It's a non de plume. I'm cultured. If that's actually how it's pronounced.
a nom
John
de
de
plume.
Plume.
I can't.
Plum.
I think I face palmed. Was that audible?
You said it out loud. I don't know.
It's my non de plume.
Non de plume. No, what's that called? when you use a pen name.
That's exactly what it's called. It's just goofy that you'd call it that.
Okay, so I didn't say anything wrong. Okay, so, see, I'm cultured. Public school is useful. They teach you many things that you can learn from Aladdin. That's where I know it from.
New world.
Maybe next time I'm gonna use a nom de plume. See? I don't know where I'm going with this. Someone take something. Say. Speak.
You know about all the legends about like Disney animation, right?
Where they
But
put all
there's-
the stuff in it.
There's penises and all of them.
Yeah, that, and they write dirty words in it. Apparently, the legend was it was specifically with
Aladdin, that
Eh,
one's right.
no, there's the Ariel movie, where like the guy was like in charge of a couple frames, and they like told him like, yeah, you're getting five, like this is your 2-week notice, and he was just like, well, guess what, this is happening.
And
He turned all
one,
these like
the priest gets
The Ariel
Happy,
movie. Talking
right?
about
It's the Little Mermaid.
yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever seen the original like cover?
That's what I'm talking about.
The
Yeah.
castle has 2 penises. For
also
pillars.
the priest, and I'm pretty sure
The
it's not
priest
me,
has a
original.
boner and it says sex in the water.
That guy went crazy.
Yes. It also says sex in the breath during Lion King when he's standing up on the Pride
It's
Rock.
supposed to say SFX, I'm pretty sure, but you know, they'll cover their asses any way possible.
Yes.
I
And the guy hung himself and
oh,
which-
that was supposed to be Bird, but in what's that movie? Wizard of Oz.
survives. Yeah.
A midget hung himself apparently.
Little person. Sorry.
Oh, excuse me.
We don't offend people in this.
Really?
Could have been. Yeah, we don't want to offend anyone.
What are they gonna do? Like, they're gonna
That's
overrun your
bad.
house?
Yeah,
It was
pretty
back
sure
up
I
and
can throw my dog
right beside the road Indians and
They're-
diet Indians.
Yeah, they're
He's like
strong
put a
and
plywood and
yeah,
just keep them
there's-
at my house. I don't
I don't
understand.
know. They're strong in large numbers, but
It reminds me of the conversation we had one time trying to figure out. So, if you really had to, how many 5-year-olds could you take unarmed?
I definitely would say at least I don't know. I have 2 younger siblings, and I've been trained in the ways of kicking them off me when they're trying to bite me.
But they have been trained in the ways of kicking you and punching you in the balls.
Yes, but I
perfect
obviously have
training for
one
them.
hand on my balls to protect them, and then I use the other hand for slapping some children.
all right. I finally
So why
made
don't
it.
you go get
I finally
two
made it
Mitch-
to the server. Oh, cool! Some guy named Grandpa, Creamy Grandpa.
That's Nick.
Why are you so much taller than I am?
Some floating.
Can you fly? That's amazing.
You have to make him. You have to craft magic carpet.
No, let him teach him crappy stuff.
This is good. I haven't gotten overrun yet. I've been playing it. Been playing this game by myself, and
Did you stream yet?
Here's the new Asian chick,
I
by the
don't know.
way. She
If you've been in
only
the
hasn't left the
Afghanistan,
game.
you
oh,
might not stream.
She's still playing. I mean, is she moving around and
She's not moving. She hasn't moved
She's
since
not-
she left.
She went to go get Chinese food,
dumpling,
and then
or as she would
fell
call it,
asleep in the
food?
car.
No,
I mean,
it's
we're
not
gonna go back to
hilarious.
that
It's
joke
true.
again.
It's not a joke. She literally left to go get Chinese food, even though she's Chinese, and they just call it food.
nice. All right.
You see the sign that says mint is old? It's my favorite. sign.
What?
Mint is old.
Oh, that's
There's a
true.
sign that says mint is old.
You know, you're
Yeah,
gonna
you talked about like the 70s or something.
70s. I don't remember the 70s.
Sure.
Okay, the 60s. They didn't have Gone Shade in the 60s.
I don't remember the 60s. I wasn't even born in the
Whoa.
60s.
Oh,
What are you guys doing right now? Like building something or what?
We're really just screwing around. We're just kind
yeah?
of sitting around talking. Where's my? I built a giant. We'll call it a tower over around here. Where did it go?
Yeah, that's been gone forever. I got rid of said giant phallic
Phallus.
symbol.
he liked that phallus. That was his 3rd favorite phallus.
My 3rd favorite.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave the other 2 up to you. Awkward silence is awkward.
Yeah, there's a creeper in the pond.
Is there?
that
It's
the
a
short name?
queepa.
There's a
Get away.
queepa in the pond.
That's why you float up to it and go, "Hi, queepa."
Hey, queepa. We just want to hug queepa.
Why am I crap?
Let's all fly around him and just pressure him.
Pressure, peer pressure.
Peer pressure. Peer pressure.
Hey, man. Oh, use the annoying command if we still had that.
The,
That was the best command ever. / annoyment.
I don't know. I think there's better ones than that.
Bomb.
All right.
/ replace air with lava at a 50-meter range.
Spheres everywhere. There's a chubby panda on our server. Now playing cat.
All right, Mint, come here.
where are you?
I will be popping up.
Oh, I
right in
see
front
you.
of Okay, follow me.
All right.
You're recording this on video, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, never mind.
No. Show me what.
We can't because we don't want to give away the location.
Oh.
Even though I think I gave it away during the pre-recording, so I'm going to have to edit that out.
Well, I saw the
Why don't you
inside, but I
just
didn't
go
see
for
the
it?
entrance.
Well, here, I'll let you in.
Oh yes.
You have to come in
Nice.
through the exit. That's what she said.
Oh.
Oh. Is it right here?
Where I'm standing.
This is a gentleman's club. Is it
Apparently.
another gentleman's club? Oh. Oh, I missed it. And I'm lagging.
Where'd Tony go?
Punching trees.
The huge.
Get-
I'm a
Punching
noob.
trees gave you wood.
I'm a noob, dude. What do you want from
Oh,
me?
shoot.
Punching trees gives him wood.
That's right. It's a known fact.
Hey, you destroyed it, you jerk.
I didn't mean to.
Whoops.
I'm in creative mode, and I was trying to play it, and it...
Never left click with creative mode.
Yeah, you have
Always
to right click to activate
Everything.
things.
Right click all the things.
I accidentally right click. Is that dangerous?
Here's the amazing thing. We actually found like a tube of aluminium all the way around. We didn't do this. We didn't cheat. Not at all. I swear.
Not at all. Sure.
Somebody's changed your sign.
What'd they change it to?
Nah, don't look at me. I didn't do it.
I know it
I
was.
got one.
This is spawn protected, so only certain people can do it.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with steering.
What?
You like these? Because I moved spawn, so now it teleports you on top of the building.
My favorite is the jerk diamond block, the one that
Yeah.
everyone try to mine, but it's spawn protected, so nobody can.
Oh,
Except for steering, 'cause
He just broke it.
where is diamond? Oh, no diamond. I have to spawn it. What number? Oh, it's back.
Yeah, I put it
Smash.
back.
It's magical. Save the clock tower.
I'm saying it was mint.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I'm like Shaggy.
Notice it. Ruh-roh.
No, the other Shaggy.
I
It's
think
like
you guys are
it's like the other mint condition.
Yeah, the one that doesn't R&B.
All right.
One's straight out of the '70s, the other one's rap.
It is about that time, gentlemen.
Uh-oh. Do I have to start
Oh.
reading again?
Yeah, I think you better.
We would like to thank all of our donators this much. And I'm making really big gestures
Speaking
with
of
my hands.
donators, we need money that
need
much
some money.
as well because we are running out, and that's not a joke.
And I don't feel like
That is very, very true. We do need, yeah.
So if you'd like to donate, it would be really helpful, and we could actually, throw a whole bunch of really amazing things your way as soon as Bucket comes back up.
Yeah, I mean, as of now, I think we've got about a month's worth of operating expenses. So,
Boy.
Chubby Panda can't pay for it alone.
so whether you're Asian or not, dig into those wallets and head on over to.
Whether
Unless
you're
you're
Asian or
Jewish,
you
then
spend
you can't
a,
come up with the money. Oh, just kidding.
whether you're Asian or you spent a week on a hill in Afghanistan. Pakistan,
Heyo.
Wink, wink, nod, nod. Tony.
think of the less fortunate.
Us being the less fortunate.
Yes, that's us. But the people who are poor, they don't really need it. There's vain.
I think that falls under the purview of first world issues.
Yeah.
Only a
I
little
can't
bit.
afford to pay for my gaming server. And life sucks. But no,
But, you know,
seriously.
We have like a really good Minecraft server host, Kerplunk Gaming, and we would definitely recommend them. They are at www.minecraftgsp.com.
They have a service that's actually kind of cool. They're the same guys that run Tree Puncher. So if you haven't heard of them, you can get like a 2-person Minecraft server without any like custom mods and everything. So it would be a pure vanilla server, but you can get it for like free. And then you can add into it. You can add like you can pay for additional stuff. So well,
I actually did that for a bit. It was pretty cool.
yeah.
If you have like a small project that you want to keep secluded, definitely just look into that. Our server, or all of us as a collective, have a Twitter. It's at Continuum MC. If you don't know how to spell that, too bad. Check out our website, which is continuum.minecraftgsp.com. It's the same as our server address, so if you sign up on the website, then just go play Minecraft with us. You only have to remember one address. Email us
Thanks a lot.
with Scott's phone number.
Yeah, you can call Scott. So I'll give his phone number. If it rings again, I'm giving out his phone number.
You can email us at mc.continuum@gmail.com and, ask us questions or just give us comments or anything really. If you just want to say, hey, Creamy, your name's kind of creepy, just do, and we'll read it loud, like really loud.
Really loud.
Really
I mean,
loud.
we'll actually raise our voices. to talk.
Raise voices. And we are part of the Random Chatter Network, randomchatter.com.
Sort
Might
of.
be on the website soon enough.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
apparently, speaking to Eric about that, we will be looking at actually being added to the website within the week.
Yeah.
Yay.
Within the week, next year, we'll be good.
Whenever. It doesn't really matter.
Sometime before 2012.
So, I'm going to throw everybody a throwaway for their Twitter. So, Brian Wood, the other white meat, what is your Twitter?
I'm mint condition. Twitter.com/mint condition.
Creamy Grandpa, the creamiest of grandpas, what is your Twitter?
Creamy Grandpa. Creamy Grandpa on Twitter.
Scott Clinton, the
Doesn't know social media.
impaired. What is your Twitter?
Minecraft Mystic.
His Twitter is 832659.
Please.
Beep.
They're gonna know his area code. That's
I
the first
think-
step. That's the first step, man. Soon enough,
Not
I'm
just
gonna
his
set up a
area
store.
code. It's also
Having more stalkers? I have enough stalkers. Thanks.
Now all you gotta do is figure out the last 4 digits and.
Tony, do you have a Twitter account?
No, I don't do Twitter.
You should. You need a Twitter account.
He doesn't. No, we're just gonna
Well,
get on
no,
Facebook.
like
What is he gonna say? I wasn't about.
yeah, I was about to say
This
that.
week
I
I'm
mean,
having
you know,
as much
just-
fun.
His
I
Twitter
played
is
checkers with an Arab.
outside in Afghanistan.
He
Yeah.
did this really cool build where he suicided his queen. Wait. Okay, I'm done.
I don't even know what he's saying.
Ew.
I don't
I know.
know either.
I
All
stopped
I'm
making
saying-
sense about 5 minutes ago.
Tony's Twitter is at Afghani Mountainside.
Jerks.
So I heard that the Afghan citizens are much like the Klingons. Is that true?
Jeez, I haven't watched enough Star Wars or Star Trek.
You see, the problem is nerds all over just said, "Oh my god, that is so not Star Wars."
Did you know what Conan O'Brien did when Star Wars was coming out.
No,
I don't know, but did it involve Star Trek?
No, there was all these there's all these like Star Wars guys, you know, the nerds. I'm a nerd. I'm kind of like I'm a closet nerd, I'm not gonna lie. But anyways, like so they had all these nerds were like waiting in line for the new Star Wars to come out, you know, the first one. Yeah, he had like a guy dressed up as Spock. Just drive up like in a really crappy like Honda, like in Manhattan, and he like gets out of the car and he just gives the finger to all these Star Wars fans are just like cursing him out.
it's too funny.
It was awesome.
All right. I think that's our show for tonight, everybody. Wow. Hey, Tony, thanks for joining us, man. It was fun. I'm sorry we couldn't introduce you to any more women, but, you know.
Well, you know,
You just have to go to Afghan for that.
yeah, exactly. It's a great country. Trashghanistan.
Oh,
Ooh.
Oh, like we have a bunch of Afghan followers.
that's true.
Hey,
have you gone
I'm
to
part
iTunes?
Afghani.
Have you gone to iTunes Afghanistan?
Yeah.
Seriously, bro, we have the most
It's just a lot of L's. Oh, la, 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 la. That's all it says.
They're like Minecraft Continuum. It's crazy cool, man. That's how they talk. It's crazy cool, man.
Good night, everybody. We'll see you next time
Tight jeans.
right here on the Continuum podcast.
Bye.